Dexter Season 5 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am, or you're watching Dexter, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case, you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be Dexter Season 5 Episode 10. The title of this episode is called In the Beginning. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode early this morning. Dexter needs to plan for the worst. Now that Jordan Chase is on to him and Lumen, he's sending Sonia with Harrison to Astor and Cody's grandparents' place, Paul's parents, to get Harrison out of Dodge. Dexter brings Lumen to his apartment, as she'll be safe there since Jordan Chase is unaware of the apartment, at least at the moment. But Stan Liddy knows about it as he sees Dexter bring Lumen to the apartment. Dexter is going to try and talk with Emily Birch, the person who Jordan Chase wears the vial of blood around his neck. It's meeting time and Deb's filing days are over, and Soderquist is there with an orange polo. Yay! We haven't seen Soderquist in a meeting lately, at least that I've noticed. Masuka talks about the DNA of the barrel victims, or the DNA of the people that they found behind it. Deb and Quinn go to pick up Cole Harmon, but he hasn't worked for Jordan Chase in 2 weeks. Jordan gets mad and says, next time you talk to me, it'll be through my attorney. Emily doesn't want to talk to Dexter and Lumen. During the search of Cole's place, they find blood. His car is still there. This is Quinn and the people at the Miami Metro. His car is still there, though, and they find a bunch of discs with numbered 1 through 13 of each of the encounters, which each victim, Lumen included. Hard stuff to watch there. Dexter is able to get the 13th disc switched with a different disc. Masuka wasn't supposed to let anyone else near that, as there was a chain of command. Dexter gives Lumen the number 13 disc, and Lumen later on that night watches her DVD as Dexter's trying to sleep, and all he hears is the screams that Lumen's doing during the whatever the guys did to her. Dexter goes to work and sees Deb watching the DVDs now. And Deb figures out that Cole and Dan the dentist knew each other. And Deb would want to take the guys out. Someone needs to take these cocksuckers out. Lumen goes to talk with Emily alone, wants to know what happened to her. Emily was a CIT, a counselor in training at the camp. And she tells Lumen Jordan Chase was actually Eugene Greer back in those days. Eugene never touched her. He would just pump everyone else up to do things. And then Emily eventually says the last guy that they didn't know who it was Alex Tilden. Dexter runs into Liddy at the station. As Liddy was copying Quinn's signature, he's getting surveillance equipment. Lumen keeps ignoring Dexter when he gives her direct orders. Lumen, pay attention. God, Lumen, she doesn't listen to anything. She's got to follow the code. Number 1 rule of the code for Dexter and Lumen: listen to everything I tell you. Don't get caught, because you're going to get caught regardless if you keep doing the things that you're doing. Quinn and Deb go to visit Alex Tilden. And also Lumen had mentioned Alex Tilden to Dexter. And Dexter has gotten Lumen a gift. Gloves for the kill, just like his. Liddy now has surveillance in Dexter's place, video and audio. And Dexter's narration says he's used to hunting on his own, but when we are hunting as a pair, but here we are hunting as a pair, it's all become so natural. Interesting stuff. Lumen says that Dexter has got to teach her how to do that when he picks open a lock. Lumen asks Dexter how he chooses a kill room. Emily is actually talking to Jordan Chase in person, and he's told Emily to say all these things to Lumen. They're true too. He's like leading them on a certain path, and apparently Emily is obsessed with Jordan Chase, I think, and she wants to do anything she can to help him out. And Jordan is going to give Miami Metro his DNA. Dexter has to be the one to do the DNA swab. He tells Jordan he's glad he never touched any of the victims. That way it will clear him, and it will leave him all to Dexter. Lumen says that Dexter's kill tools are beautiful. okay. I wonder if Rita would have ever said that. She would have been like, Dexter, you've got kill tools all over the place, Dexter. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Rita. And then Liddy sees everything with them messing with the kill tools. Alex calls Jordan worried. Jordan tells Alex to stick to his usual routine. Everything's going to be fine, he promises Alex. Jordan calls Deb, says a strange call comes into his office from Alex Tilden. And then as Alex gets home, Dexter gives Alex the M99, and Alex is on Dexter's table. We see that Quinn and Deb have arrived at Alex Tilden's place. Alex saying to Dexter and Lumen that he can get them money since he works for a bank. Lumen says 13, letting him know that she was number 13 that got away. Dexter hands Lumen a knife and says aim for the heart. Lumen stabs Alex in the heart and kills him. And then Dexter's narration talks about Harry telling him to flee all human connection. Dexter and Lumen start to kiss, and then they have sex. With Lumen, Dexter's someone different. In Lumen's eyes, he's not a monster at all. With Dexter and Lumen in bed, and that is what ends the episode. So pretty good episode here of Dexter. As far as a score of this particular episode, I'm going to give it a 9.0 out of 10. I think there could have been more things in it, but it was a pretty solid all around. I don't know why Dexter would really fall for Lumen's character, just because, like, I don't know, there needs to be more fakeness involved in it, and there's none. Like, all of a sudden he's done a complete 180, and I think that's not really true to the character of Dexter. As far as the characters of the episode, for the females, I have to give it to Lumen for this episode because she was, like, into the whole kill routine, and she did the kill, what Dexter watching. And as far as the males, nobody was really a standout, but I'm going to give it to Stan Liddy, actually, because he had surveillance on Dexter's place, and he's doing things that nobody else has ever been able to do to Dexter, so I got to give it to Stan Liddy for that. And then as far as our villain for this episode, Alex Tilden, he didn't really do that much. He was kind of a wimpy, bank nerd. I'm going to give Alex Tilden a 3.5 out of 10. So that's what I think of this episode. So you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. First, if you're a fan of Dexter or Dexter New Blood and like both of these shows and want to help support the channel, make sure you smash that like button, especially to help out with the YouTube algorithm. Share the video with whomever you want, or put this video on any of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this particular episode of Dexter. Who would you, or I should say, what would you score the episode, and who would be your male and female character of the episode? You can rate Alex Tilden if you want to, and if you want to send me any type of private message, make sure you message me on Instagram. Let me know who you are. That would be JDev27, so JDEV27, and that'll be linked in the description. And of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching the video anyway, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.